we've had a lot of new subscribers and a lot of new viewers recently, but a lot of new viewers aren't subscribed, so don't forget to hit that subscribe button and also hit the bell so whenever we have a new video uploaded you will get a notification, so you won't miss out on any new videos. So as far as this video goes, this is really a first for me. We haven't really done a follow-up review on any of the spray guns that I've ever put a review up on. Now obviously you've seen me using some of the spray guns in future videos, and this 5500X is something that you are going to see me using quite a bit more of, but I'm going to try and make sure that I don't use this gun too much and I keep a bit of the WS400 and the other clear guns that I like to use in the videos for you. Because although SATA is my spray gun of choice and it's all that I use in my own shop, I do want to keep an unbiased range of spray guns on the channel, so I want to get a few Iwaters in there. I've got an Air Gunzer that I want to get up soon. I've got the Iwater LS 400 review coming up. I want to do a bit more with the WS 400 and a few other guns as well. Now I knew that obviously the SATA 5500X review video was going to be quite a big hit on the channel. It's quite a long anticipated spray gun, not just for you guys out there but also for me personally. I thought SATA's pinnacle was the 5000 and I thought, you know, this 5500X, is it going to be better? And obviously you can see my thoughts in a review video. I will leave a little card at the top of the page if you're interested in watching that. Now this video I have made around about 2 weeks since I've got the spray gun, and I've been using this in a lot of different ways. Now in the first video I put some setup advice for the gun in there, but after playing with it for about 2 weeks, what I can tell you is some jobs I'm still spraying the same, around about 2.5 turns out on the fluid, 2 bar on the pressure and full fan, whereas some jobs I'm actually using full fluid, 2 bar and full fan. It really depends on the job that I'm painting as to how I want to set this gun up. If I'm doing a small panel like this that I want to get a really nice off the gun, really clean factory finish on, and I want to spend that a little bit more time and a little bit more control getting that factory finish, then I'll run it at around about 2.5 turns out on the fluid. If I was doing something like a respray and I want to get a really wet glassy finish and I don't want to hang about while I'm doing it, then I can put it on 2 bar, full fan and full fluid. And although you are moving quite quickly and you are going around the job quite quickly, you know, it does leave a very faultless finish. And to be quite honest, I've heard some people refer to these as being difficult to set up. Personally, I don't find these difficult to set up at all. I find them just as easy as any other spray gun out there to set up. I mean, probably one of the hardest guns that I found to get to grips with when I first started using it was the WS 400. But again, I have been playing around with that with different settings on the fluid. I trying it on full fluid, which that gun is actually meant to run at. It's not meant to run at like 3 turns out or 4 turns out. It's meant to run at full fluid. And when you do get to grips with the difference in how this sprays between using this at 2.5 turns out like I am now, or running this gun at full fluid, it is a completely different animal when it's running at full fluid. It doesn't, I would say, waste a lot more paint. Because SATAs in the past have been a bit judged for transfer efficiency, and personally I don't think there's anything wrong with transfer efficiency on this gun. I can't say that it's much different to the WS 400. So I suppose watching this video you're probably wondering what my thoughts are on this gun 2 weeks in. Well, I pretty much have not put this gun down for 2 weeks. I've used thinner clears through it, I've used HS clears through it, I've used UHS clears through it, I've used pretty much everything through it really to test its limits. And I mean, just look at the gloss and the reflection on that quarter panel. And this particular job is a trade job, so this is not some fancy clear coat we're using. This is a colour mix clear coat. It is branded as a HS, but honestly it's closer to an MS because it is quite thin, which this gun really wasn't designed to spray. Now, after playing around with it with different clears and everything, I will say if you do put a thinner clear through this gun, drop your pressure to about 1.8 bar and you will get a perfect laydown then with a thinner clear coat. Now for your HS or your UHS, keep that pressure up at 2 bar, and it's an absolute phenomenal gun to paint with. I've been really enjoying painting with this. Been getting some really nice glassy finishes with it. I've been getting some really nice factory finishes with it. You know, it's quite an easy usable gun. It looks nice, it feels nice, and it is, you know, it's a SATA. It's exceptionally well made. You know, after 2 weeks of playing around with this gun, I can't say there's anything that I'd really change about it. Now, I have been asked a lot on the first video about the different setups, the difference between the I nozzles and the O nozzles, what would I think of the HVLP version and that sort of stuff. So I have actually got a HVLP version on the way, and I also have managed to get hold of the other setup for this gun, so the O nozzle setup and the O nozzle setup for the HVLP as well. So I am in the near future at some point gonna put the reviews up of, basically we will have all 4 setups reviewed on the channel. So for any of you guys out there that are looking to buy one of these, then you can have a little look at the differences between the setups, the differences in how they spray, and I'll give you my personal thoughts on what I prefer out of those. Also, our channel sponsors over at PMP Supplies have given us a promotional code for our viewers. Now, it's only valid to the end of the month, but it will get you a discount on this SATA 5500X, and they do also ship worldwide, so I'll leave a link in the video description with that promotional code in it for you. But, I mean, as a follow-up review, I just wanted you guys to get my thoughts on this 2 weeks in. A few people made a few comments saying I was a bit fast to judge this gun. Bear in mind I'd only used it once or twice when I made the first review, which is a fair comment, but when I use a gun, usually I know instantly whether I like it or not, and you know, I can get a feel for it straight away. Because we use so many guns from so many different manufacturers, it does get quite easy to pick up a gun and you feel the difference straight away when you're using so many different makes and models and styles. But I mean, proof's in the pudding on this one. You know, this is a cheap flare coat, and I mean, just look at the finish on this. We literally took out the blend on the quarter panel, I think 2 nibs on the quarter panel, I think 1 or 2 nibs on the wing, and this went out the door as a gun finish. I've kept some pictures of this fresh off the bake, and once it had a little nib and polish for you guys. I really do hope you've enjoyed this video, and I am going to try and do some more follow-up review videos on future spray gun reviews for you guys as well. So that's bye for me for now, and I'll see you again soon.